This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big preseason matchups all around the Bay Area. We'll have Bishop O'Dowd battling San Ramon Valley, Terra and Carlmont, and Sarah meets Palo Alto.
We have the best in girls volleyball as Marin Catholic hosts Campolindo, water polo with Lomas and Northgate, and the story of the Peninsula golfer and her silent drive to succeed. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with two of the very best teams in Northern California meeting in San Jose. Capital Christian features 6'3" senior quarterback Anthony Garcia, and he had a big game in the Cougars' opening game, throwing and running.
That's right. Valley Christian had a big game from their quarterback in their opener, as well. Jackson Berman was spectacular in the Warriors' win. Two hot teams meeting on the hill at Valley Christian Friday night.
Adrian Soriano in San Jose as Valley Christian takes on Capital Christian. The Warriors get on the board first in the first, give it to Nathan Sapaya, and Nathan dives in for 6. PAT no good, and it's 6-0 Valley Christian. VC on the attack again. This time it's Jackson Berman taking it himself. Jackson makes his way down the far sideline and runs it in for 6. 13-0 Warriors, but Capital Christian answers back. Anthony Garcia drops back and fires it deep to Kanye Clark, who makes the catch in stride, and he is gone. 87 yards to the house as the Cougars cut the lead to just 6 after 1. The Warriors get those points back in the second. Berman connects with his favorite receiver, Jurion Dickey, who hauls it in for the TD. 20-7 Valley Christian. VC extends the lead just before halftime. Berman with a pass to Kai Hamilton in the end zone. 26-7 Warriors at the half. Third quarter now, and the Cougars battle back. Garcia heaves it deep in the end zone for Clark, who hauls it in with 3 defenders around him. 26-13 Warriors. Capital Christian driving again later in the quarter. Garcia rolls down the far sideline and throws it deep to Clark again for the TD. Connie's third touchdown of the night, and it's 26-19 Warriors after 3. But Valley Christian pulls away in the fourth. Berman keeps it himself again, and he is gone again. 37 yards to pay dirt to give the Warriors a 14-point lead. Then a few minutes later, it's Dickey on the end around, and Jurion will find the end zone for his second TD of the night as Valley Christian wins it 40-19 to go to 2-0 on the season.
The Prospect Band doing a great job with the national anthem as the Prospect Panthers host Del Mar. First play for the Dons handed to Jacarion Thurman off left tackle, and Jacarion is going to carry that one 70 yards and a touchdown. He's really good, and Del Mar with a 2-point conversion has an 8-0 lead. Prospect answers with a nice drive. Caden Hoapili tosses out to Ethan Horio, working his way toward the goal line. The Panthers score a short time later. Extra point missed. It's 8-6. Here's Hoapili again, this time nicely lofting it out to Holden Trader for the touchdown. Later in the first, Hoapili fakes the handoff, then fires to a streaking Trader, who does a great job staying in bounds, avoiding the final defender. 19-8 Prospect. Second quarter, the Panthers driving again, hand it to Horio, who strides in from 5 yards out. 3 minutes left in the half. Here come the Panthers again. Hoapili rolling out, looking into the end zone, and right there is Trader with his third TD catch of the half. 31-8 Prospect at halftime. Second half, the Dons show a lot of character fighting back. Emmett Hugel keeps it and heads to the end zone, tackled just short. The Dons do score, and it's 31-14. Opening moments of the fourth, handed to Thurman. Another big run for Jacarion, 53 yards down to the 2. The Dons punch it in. It's 31-20. But the Panthers regain momentum with this play. Hoapili hits Andre Jackson in stride, and Jackson makes a great move to get free, and he is gone. 40 yards, and it's 37-20 Prospect. Then later in the fourth, the Panthers put it away. A toss to Jackson, and Action Jackson is off and running again. 87 yards, and Prospect wins it 43-20 to go to 2-0. A huge game for the Prospect quarterback Hoapili with 275 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Courtney Tate here in San Jose, where the Valley Christian Warriors host Wilcox for some volleyball action. First set, Mia Perez sends it over to Taya Wynn. On the return, it's Annie Art smashing it over. Warriors take a 12-7 lead. Later in the first, Taya Wynn bumps it up to Maya Baker. Baker sets up Wynn for a huge slam, one of her 13 on the night. Valley Christian takes set 1, 25-11. Set 2, Chargers coming out strong. Elizabeth Jew sends it up to Paris Griffin. Griffin to Ashley Teague. Teague with a nice kill to give the Chargers a 4-3 lead early. Still in the second, Vanessa Whitmill sends it over Claire Surge on the return. Chargers get it over, but Taya Wynn comes up with the stop, gives the Warriors a 9-6 lead. Both teams battling in the second. Jamie Deep returns the serve. Veronica Pabis is there for the rejection. Huge block to cut the lead to 5. Score is 19-14. Valley Christian goes on to win set 2. Now in set 3, Baker up to Rachel Bauer. Bauer takes a hard angle just inside the baseline. Warriors go up 18-13, and Valley Christian looks to put it away. Annie Jew over to Taya Wynn. Beautiful line drive. Warriors win the match 3-0. Wynn leading the way with 13 kills.
The Los Lomas Knights posing for pictures and all showing their bright smiles for our Invisalign Bright Smile Award. The Knights still smiling in the first as Peyton LaForteza goes top shelf, but the Knights just getting started. Here's LaForteza again, this time tossing to Molly Harris, who's all alone for another early goal. Northgate missing one of its top players, and that really showed in this one as Ashley Cortesis is free to do her thing in front as the top D1 player fires at home, and the Knights were on their way. Another pass in front to Cortesis with a nice backhand rip. Ashley with 10 goals in the game for Los Lomas. Here's another one for Cortesis, who says she wants to attend a top science and technology school next year. She should have her choice. Second half, another backhander there for Cortesis. Here's Ella Connor for the Knights, working hard and firing in one of her 4 goals in the contest. And now Kayla Morse with a nice pass in front to Connor, who slaps it home as Los Lomas gets a huge win behind 10 goals from Ashley Cortesis.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Reyes Center.
The players chosen from their performances in last week's games. Here are the Gary Rikis Players of the Week.
We coming at you with a new season. We coming at you with a new season. We coming at you with a new season. These are your Players of the Week.
Campolindo has a starter. It's senior quarterback Adam Hart. Reverse Moreau Catholic. He went Adam sharper than a black magnum. Magic marker in his first career varsity start for the Cougars. 283 yards was a cool start for the future. He threw 11 for 16. Recorded 3 touchdowns. Looking promising early on like the Cleveland Browns.
From the front to the back, ready to clap in person. We got everybody tuning in to Jackson Berman. On track for certain to burning up every sack. That's Berman working them, serving the running the pass. Lunch to last, chefs feeding them game. But he's the hungry one, in fact, 6 TDs to claim. 179 rushing yards, that's Flames. With 195 passing darts, that's Ames. Yeah, you know what it is. We at the Rikers Center. Trigger D, Maze, Ramon, Jamal, shout out to all of y'all.
U.S. Bank and 49ers Prep bring us the Charlie Wiedemeyer Coach of the Week Award based on the games played last week.
This week's Coach of the Week is Bellarmine head coach Jalal Bachman. The Bells picked up their first win of the season against a very talented Menlo Atherton team. The game went back and forth through 4 quarters, but the Bells persevered and ended up winning with a strong running game in the second half. Coach Bachman will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation for his accomplishments. Congratulations to Jalal Bachman, this week's 49ers Prep presented by U.S. Bank. Charlie Wiedemeyer, Coach of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great advice for athletes every week.
Here's 49ers team physician Dr. Tim McAdams with this week's tip.
Even though the anterior cruciate ligament, or ACL, of the knee gets the most attention, MCL, or medial collateral ligament, are much more common injuries and can lead to significant impairment if not treated properly. The MCL protects the knee against valgus stress, in which the lower leg goes outward from the thigh. MCL tears can be graded 1 to 3, with 3 being the most severe. The MCL is outside the knee capsule and has excellent healing potential. Almost all isolated MCL injuries heal well with rest and bracing, and surgery is reserved for only the most severe injuries.
Coming up, the NCS SunPower Electric game is a huge volleyball match with Campolindo and Marin Catholic.
And 2 teams coming off impressive opening week wins as Freedom meets San Leandro. Coming up.
The team approach that Stanford Healthcare took with my diagnosis was really the reason why I'm able to be where I am today.
Jeremy's condition was very unique in that he had a genetic hereditary variant called nail patella syndrome. With Jeremy coming from pretty far away, we really wanted to keep tabs on his recuperation. Video visits really allows us to engage with the patient and then explore treatment options.
Moving forward, I've been able to engage in sports in a way that I've never been able to engage before.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college.
Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
The Rikus Center's community service program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikus Center has to offer, our community service program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikus Center. For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build, perform, design, and sustain the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction's buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a huge reason we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley, and why DevCon gets 95% of its business from repeat customers for future projects. DevCon Construction will continue to build our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member FDIC. By Stanford Healthcare. #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By SunPower. Proud partner of the 49ers. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet. Find new roads.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the SunPower Electric Game. This is a top volleyball game with our #1 team, Marin Catholic, taking on perennial power, Campolindo.
The teams meeting at Marin Catholic this week, our Allie Williams was there.
Electric Game.
Volleyball is back, and tonight 2 of the top teams in the North Coast section face off as the Campolindo Cougars travel to Marin Catholic to take on the Wildcats. The 2019 D2 champion Marin Catholic began their season last weekend in San Diego, finishing 5-1 in tournament play. Tonight, Coach Jake Spain says to watch Grace Oliva, an experienced attacker and blocker who moved over to the right side this season for the Wildcats. The Campolindo Cougars look to follow a strong, shortened season, and Coach John Vong highlights the sophomore Hannah Jornson as a passionate competitor who rises to the challenge when times are tough. Who will win in this clash of the Big Cats? We'll find out tonight in our NCS SunPower Electric Game. Set 1, MC on the attack. Kelsey Ramsey slams it. Campo staying close early. Hannah Jornson digs. Olivia Wu sets, and Brittany soon drives it home. Cougars trail just 8-4. Wildcats start to break away. Leah LeBoy to Mia Clayton, and Clayton drills it down. Cougars fighting. Emma Knudsen digs, and Campo goes for the kill. A nice block from Brooke Brilliant and Leah LeBoy, but Hannah Jornson is there, and the quick reaction hit back over gets the Cougars another point. Wildcats stay in control, though. Another stuff block from LeBoy and Brilliant. Emma Knudsen covers to keep it alive, and Cougars volley the ball back over. Grace Oliva bumps, and Leah LeBoy makes the quick decision to dump it over for the point. Final few volleys of the first set, and LeBoy sets for Juliana Treadway to the floor. Marin Catholic wins set 1, 25-12. Set 2, MC takes another early lead. Leah LeBoy back set to Grace Oliva, and she hits a rocket cross court. Wildcats will jump out to a 10-point advantage, but Campo finds some openings. Olivia Wiseman digs, Olivia Wu sets, and Bella Montero fires one down the sideline. But it'll be another Wildcat win. Leah LeBoy to Molly Harrison, and she blasts it to the far side. Marin Catholic takes another 25-12 set win. To the third, Kelsey Ramsey to Leah LeBoy to Brooke Brilliant, and what a brilliant hit that was. Some quick reactions from Campo too. Samantha Bruhard lunges for the dig, and Olivia Wu's quick flip lands inside for a Cougar point. The Wildcats couldn't be tamed. Grace Hodges digs, LeBoy sets, and this time Maddie Andrews punches it in. The Marin Catholic Wildcats win this match in 3 straight sets, and Juliana Treadway talks about getting in a groove quickly for their early season success.
We're just really excited to be able to compete together with a lot of us, a lot of new players, but we've gotten
to practice pretty well together so far, and it's a great start to the season.
In Kent Field with the electric game, I'm Allie Williams, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Courtney Tate here in Oakley for some Friday night lights between the visiting San Leandro Pirates and the Freedom Falcons. Jumping into the first, Freedom having a dominant start up 14-0. Shaymon Brooks catches the pass here and takes off upfield. No turning back. No one there to stop him, folks. That was an 86-yard run to put Freedom up 20-0 at the end of one. Now in the second, Falcons hoping to put some points on the board. Devin Daniels on 3rd and goal, muscling his way through that D-line, and the score is now 20-6. Still quarter two, Falcons looking for another touchdown. Taylor Edmond to Herschel Turner Jr. Turner fakes right, loses a defender. He is headed home. That's a big-time play, and Freedom takes a 32-16 lead. Finally, before the half, Pirates making a push. Demetrius Freeney launching a bomb to the end zone, and Ray V's there to complete the pass for the touchdown. Folks, we have a game. Scores 32-26 at the half. Now in the third, Pirates still with the momentum. Jonathan Martin off the handoff finds a hole up the middle, crosses the goal line, scores tied at 32. What a comeback by San Leandro. Still in the third, Ferrari Miller Jr. comes off the handoff. Miller with a nice move to create just enough space to carry it all the way to the end zone. Pirates have their first lead of the night, 40-32. Now in the fourth, Freedom refusing to back down. Pitch to Maltre Muldrow. Muldrow creeps up the middle to find his way past the goal line, and the Falcons are back up 44-40. Both teams just battling out to the very end. Miller again off the handoff, pounding his way to the end zone, takes a few defenders down with them. Pirates have a 55-44 lead. Freedom looks for a prayer here late in the fourth, but the Falcons launch a rocket to the end zone. Devin Daniels is there for the interception, and that'll do it. Huge comeback win for San Leandro, led by Freedy with 2 touchdowns.
I'm Jake Vandenberg. Let's take you to the Hornets' nest as the Alameda Hornets collide with the Washington Huskies Tuesday night. First set, Hornets got off to a strong start. Alita Buster swings a pass over the outside, and Michelle Gombader goes cross-court for the kill, one of her 6 kills in the match. But the Huskies respond. Veronica Guts delivers an excellent ball to the middle, and Summer Harrison lays the hammer down for the point. Huskies take set 1, 25-18. Second set, Huskies keeping their foot on the gas pedal. Zoe Greer is going to set a pass over to Gabriella Rachel, and she gets the point with this soft touch. Later in the set, Gabriella's sister Eva Rachel bumps an excellent ball to the outside, and Ashley Bautista spikes it down with authority. 9 kills on the night. Washington takes set 2, 25-19. But the Hornets kept their spirits up, and it really showed as they dominated in set 3. Here's a 50-50 ball at the net. Washington keeps it alive, but Naira Mims says, leave it on your side. Hornets take set 3, 25-14. Fourth set, Alameda's on the move. Drew Bryant got the fans all fired up with this block, one of her 3 blocks on the night, 25-20 Alameda. How about some more volleyball? Fifth set, all tied at 10 until Savannah Lee launches a rocket right down the line for the kill. She led the Huskies with 12 kills on the night, but Alameda was just too much for Washington in this one. Here for match point, Michelle Gombader works a pass to the outside, and Busser says game. Alameda comes back from being down 2 sets to none to defeat Washington 3 sets to 2.
Each week, Albany's Construction brings us a dirty work play. This is a play with the same type of grit and determination shown by the good folks over at Albany's Construction. This week's dirty work play is the amazing effort by Leland's Sophia Sick as she dives out of bounds to get the save, and the Chargers end up winning the point. Sophia Sick doing the dirty work, just like Albany's Construction.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, celebrating top cheer and dance teams all around the Bay Area.
This week we feature the girls from Wilcox High School.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just wanna say is all it will take. For centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Coming up, 2 great East Bay teams as Bishop O'Dowd travels to San Ramon Valley.
But first, here's this week's Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for the Bay Area football.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investment we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days. They're curious, creative, kind, and resilient. A generation of tolerant givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. At Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to powering their brilliance with nutritious, organic, American Humane Certified dairy and teaching them the importance of eating all the colors of the rainbow. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, Marin Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Marin worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Marin works for me.
Marin works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Marin Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
We're Cardinal Newman, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a great matchup with two of the top teams in the East Bay. Both teams had their opening week game postponed because of the smoke.
So they were ready to go this week.
They were ready.
Bishop O'Dowd features hard-hitting linebacker Ty Jones, while the Wolves are never running on empty with top offensive lineman Jackson Brown. You get the reference? You got it? Look it up. The Dragons and Wolves on Friday night. A huge crowd at San Ramon Valley showing great support for the Wolves as they host Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons on a long opening drive at a pair of Tyler Hoffman sacks keeps O'Dowd from scoring. SRV back at their own 7-yard line. Jack Quigley firing over the middle and a terrific catch by Tanner Salisbury. If you like the catch, you're going to love this run. A 93-yard touchdown play. The Wolves pretty fired up with a 7-0 lead. Same score, the Wolves looking for more, but the pass is deflected by Michael Cooley, and picking it off is Ty Jones, and that's a pick six as Jones ties the score at 7-all just before halftime. But just 10 seconds later, after a long kick return, it's Zadarian Nardi, and Nardi strolls in, 14-7 Wolves at the half. O'Dowd got a fine game from their outstanding back, Matt White, who gets a nice gain here. White with 160 yards on the ground in this game for the Dragons. But the Wolves get another sack, and here it is from guess who? Yep, it's Hoffman again with the sack. How many is that? 3, that's right. Back on offense, and let's spend some time with Jack Quigley, who avoids the defense, working back across the field, trying to find a man, and finally does throw to Salisbury, who makes the catch, somehow stays on his feet, and then dives into the end zone. That's a touchdown. What a great play by Quigley and Salisbury. The Dragons desperate now to get back into it, but the pass is picked by Trevor Scott, who breaks a couple of tackles and takes some punishment as he crosses the goal line. And San Ramon Valley, very impressive in an opening night win, 34-7.
Adrian Soriano in San Jose as the Mini Monarchs take on Palo Alto. The Monarchs get on a roll early. Reagan Dryden to Reese Reed to Kendra McDonald, who just crushes this one to the hardwood. Midi would take set one with ease. Demi Harris bumps. Reed sets, and Dryden finishes as the Monarchs win it 25-7. The Monarchs looking to keep the momentum going in set 2, but check out Haley Callan leaping up high for the block. Then it's Jess Watanabe to Sophie Mize to Olivia Johnson for the kill, and the Vikings take a 1-point lead. But Midi answers back. Dryden over to Reed, who sets it up for McDonald, and Kendra spikes it into the ground, 25-24 Midi. Set point now for Midi, and it's Dryden with a dig. Reed on the back set, and Audrey Liddell puts it away. Midi takes it 26-24. On to set 3 now, and it's Claudia Barbarossa over to Reed, and Reese oversets it to Liddell again for the finish. Palo Alto still fighting back Amelia Vagrinchek bumps this one to Mice, who sets it for Tia Inash for the kill, but this one belongs to the Monarchs. Harris to Madison Hanahan to McDonald, who puts it away as Midi wins it in 3 straight sets. McDonald finishing the night with 13 kills.
U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us in all sorts of ways.
Courtney Tate joins us now with the story of a Peninsula golfer and her silent drive to success.
That's right, Robert. Hillsdale freshman Ashlyn Johnson is already a decorated and accomplished golfer. But what makes her career even more special is her ability to succeed while being deaf. Ashlyn's competitive golf career started at 10 years old, where she was already competing at the national level.
At age 10, that's why I started competitive golf. I did like tournaments, I did U.S. Kids, and then from then, that's how I started my golf.
Ashlyn grew her love for golf by tagging along with her family on the course since the age of 2.
She would always accompany with me and others to the golf range when she was little. It was super cute, kind of annoying after a while, but super cute.
Ashlyn is learning to overcome adversity at a very early age. Her parents learned she was deaf by the age of 2.
It was tough. Like at age 2, that's when I was born. Like I could hear when I was born, but then when I was a couple days old, and then it just made me, I became deaf.
It's kind of not really a shock, but that kind of rocked our world, obviously.
She was able to receive her first cochlear hearing implant at the age of 3, her second by the age of 7. A short time later, she was ready to learn how to speak.
I didn't want to grow up, not hear anything and do sign language because that would be a little, but I just wanted to hear like everybody else.
Even though Ashlyn still works hard to hear with her implants, she says she's never been intimidated on the green. In fact, she says being deaf comes with its own advantages in the golf world.
Sometimes when it's really windy, it makes me hear these static noises and it's hard. When I putt, I sometimes take it off so I can hear nothing and I can putt really well.
Ashlyn says her implants also come in handy when her dad is coaching her a little too hard.
It's kind of good because, sometimes when my dad makes me a little mad, I can just take them off and just walk away.
Now the freshman phenom has taken off in the golf world, having just won a national championship for the United States Deaf Golf Association. Right now, the freshman's also preparing to represent Team USA at the World Deaf Championships in October 2022.
2 months ago, I was able to compete in the U.S. Deaf Golf Championships, and I ended up getting first place. That was a big achievement for me.
Ashlyn's parents and coaches were all in agreement of just how hard she works every single day to get better.
I've worked with her for about 2.5 years, and her progression in that 2.5 years has been outstanding. She's a hard worker, loves the game, which is the most important part, and the way she has progressed and developed in the last 2 years is pretty remarkable.
Ashlyn's work ethic is inspired by one of the world's football greats. Tom Brady just happens to be a close family friend of Ashlyn's.
Oh, Tom Brady. He is my favorite NFL player, and in my opinion, he's the greatest football player ever. He is amazing. He never gave up. He always chases dreams, and his parents say, never give up, just keep chasing your dreams.
Even though Ashlyn trains daily for hours at a time, she's still able to find time to enjoy golfing with her friends and family.
I love playing with my grandma and her friends all the time here in Peninsula, and it's really fun because they're the best.
Ashlyn says she's especially excited to officially join the Hillsdale golf team as the Knights prepare for their first tournament in the coming weeks.
And very cool. And there's a Tom Brady connection there.
Absolutely. They are her god-grandparents. Pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, thanks. Each week, Wingstop honors Bay Area teachers who do such a great job.
Here's Presentation's Tulsi Nolery talking about her favorite teacher, Sean Donahoe.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Donahoe. He teaches AP Lit. First of all, I like AP Lit because I love to read, and he just makes the class fun because he always makes dad jokes and shows us pictures of his daughter, and that's why Mr. Donahoe is my favorite teacher.
Each honored teacher will receive a gift card courtesy of Wingstop.
And once again this season, Wingstop will be giving scholarships at the end of the season. honoring Wingstop owner Terry Blanchard. Terry passed away from COVID in April of 2020. Terry did great work in the community. These scholarships help keep that effort alive.
Coming up, more East Bay football as Antioch takes on California.
And back to the CCS for Saratoga and Willow Glen. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports.
Okay, so turn left. Take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
We gon' get out what we got mad at. Many have tried, but many have failed. The 49ers got the livest fans in the NFL. I tried to tell them we back and we never left and we got heart. Levi Stadium starting to feel like Candlestick Park. Who are we? Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Wingstop, sauced and tossed classic wings, crispy tenders, juicy boneless wings. Order them all at wingstop.com. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
We are back with the California Grizzlies taking a 1-0 record into this week's game. Teddy Burris with a nice game for the Grizz in their opener.
Antioch had its opener postponed by smoke. The Panthers feature 6'2" junior quarterback Gino Marble. The team's battling at Cal High on Friday night.
Courtney Tate here in San Ramon, where the California Grizzlies host the Antioch Panthers. Quarterback Teddy Burris sidearms a throw to receiver Dominic Tuyor, who reaches for the end zone. The Grizzlies are up 7-0 on the next drive. Gino Marble hands it off to Elijah Stingley. Stingley runs through the gap for a 14-yard run to set up Lamarion Fountain right here, who runs over a defender on his way to the end zone. Antioch now up 8-7, still in the first. Burris stepping back, checks out the defense, finds Jake Calcagno deep for the 42-yard score. Lead is back to 14-18. Second quarter still score tied at 14. Burris finds Calcagno again for a 4-yard touchdown. Cal 21-14. Now second half, Devin Love receives the ball around the 20, takes it all the way down to the 47 after some great blocking by the Grizzlies on the very next play. Burris throws a quick pass to Tuyor. Tuyor gets taken down just short of the red zone, but now Burris finds Calcagno again for his 4th passing touchdown, and the score is now 28-14. On the next drive, Trevor Runn gets the handoff, runs into 2 defenders, shakes them off, slips another tackle, extends the lead 35-14. Antioch's forced to punt after a 3-and-out, and it's blocked by Tate Abzorno, who recovers the ball in the end zone for the touchdown. Score is 42-14. Grizzlies one more chance to score. Marble finds Isaiah Pino for the last touchdown. California takes the win, and it's led by Burris with 4 touchdowns.
Jake Vandenberg in San Jose. Saratoga made the trip over the Willow Glen for a meeting with the Rams. Both teams looking for win number 1 on the season. First quarter, Willow Glen threatening early. Chris Miser on the keeper, but Joey Schoonmaker strips the ball out of Miser's hands, and Max Timmons falls on top of it. Saratoga takes over at their own 5-yard line. After a Falcons punt, the Rams got the ball right back. Miser hands the ball off to Cooper Nixon, finds a hole on the right, weaves his way through traffic, cuts left, and gone. That would go as a 40-yard touchdown. The junior rushed for 163 yards. Falcons looking to respond after giving up that touchdown on 4th and 2. The Falcons don't convert as Nixon comes away with the open field tackle. As soon as Paulo Navarro made the catch, Rams going into the half with an 8-0 lead. Second half, Rams on the move. Chase Ostrowski on a 5-step drop takes a shot in the end zone, but Connor Call puts his phone on hold and he comes away with the interception. Call is going to give the Falcons more breathing room as he gets tackled just past the 20. Fourth quarter, Falcons looking to make another stop near their end zone. For a moment, it looks like they did exactly that, but Preston Birch keeps his legs moving, and he'll plow his way in for an 11-yard touchdown. Rams failed the 2-point try, 14-0 Willow Glen. But the story in this game was the Rams' defense. They made the big plays when they needed it most. Here, Gabe Mancuso deflects the pass and is able to stay with it for the INT. Willow Glen gets their first win of the season as they shut out Saratoga 14-0.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time for good causes.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Layla McBride from Albany Girls Volleyball. Layla volunteers for Project Pearls, an organization that raises money to give food to poor families in the Philippines. Layla talks about why her volunteer work is so important to her.
I think it's just good to give back because we have a lot, but not everyone has that. And that honestly could have been my mom in that position if my grandma didn't work so hard to get them in a better place.
This season, Gallo Salami will help us find top recruits and find out where they stand on their recruiting process.
This week's Gallo Salami top recruit is Los Gatos tight end and linebacker Jake Rip. Jake is one of the top linebackers in the Bay Area, leading the CCS with 69 tackles last spring. Jake is a threat on both sides of the ball, scoring 2 touchdowns on offense and tallying 11 tackles last week against Monterey Trail. Jake will head to Idaho next fall after committing to Boise State University last month. Jake Rip is this week's Gallo Big Salami top recruit.
Coming up, the Washington Huskies head to the island to meet Alameda.
And back to the hardwood for Moreau Catholic and Bishop O'Dowd when 49ers Cal High Sports continues.
Welcome back to our NBC Sports studio, where we head to the island of Alameda, where the Hornets come off an impressive opening week win and look to make it 2 in a row, playing at home with senior quarterback Lee John Majerus leading the way.
That's right, the Hornets taking on a Washington Huskies team also with an opening night win with their senior quarterback Danny Yanez at the helm. 2 teams looking to go 2-0 Friday night.
I am Travis Bell, and I'm here for the Washington Huskies at the Alameda Hornets. The Huskies are the first to get on the board. Richard Areño takes the carry and puts Washington up 6-0 with 5 minutes left in the first. The Huskies in scoring position again. Areño takes the carry, makes a defender miss, and takes it in. Washington up 12-0 midway in the second. Washington looking to convert a huge 4th down, but Alameda had other plans. Dylan Lang gets a sack. The Huskies working downfield, quarterback Danny Yanez fakes a handoff and fires a missile to Gabriel Bajrami. This sets up Washington for another scoring opportunity. Yanez hands it off to Richard Areño, and he takes it for the 3rd touchdown of the night. Washington up 18-0 with a minute left in the first half. The Hornets get the ball right back after the Huskies touchdown. Lee John Mujeres drops back and makes a beautiful 46-yard throw to Will Rosen. The Alameda Hornets looking to put some points on the board. Miles Grayson gets the handoff and punches it in. Washington up 18-6 with 20 seconds left in the half. Alameda is looking to mount a comeback. Lee John Mujeres drops back, scrambles, buys himself some time, and fires an absolute dart to sophomore Will Rosen, and he takes it all the way. Washington up 18-12 late in the 4th. The Hornets go for 2. Mujeres throws a beautiful ball to Ricky Sutherland. Alameda cuts the score 14-18. A big 4th down. Areño takes the handoff and picks up the first. Great game. Final score, Washington 18, Alameda 14. Big game from Areño.
Adrian Soriano and Hayward as Bishop O'Dowd travels down 880 to face Moreau Catholic. The Dragons looking good early. Jillian Massanat to Lucia Tarantino to Isabel Sandoval, and that one is not coming back. Moreau Catholic keeping set 1 close though. Umeko Crawford digs it, Allison Chu sets, and Kendall Kibanov spikes it to the ground. But Bishop O'Dowd takes the first set. Lydian Olgin over to Miara Hayes, who oversets it to Cecilia Costa for the finish. Dragons take it 25-21. The Mariners trying to get off to a good start in set 2, but the ball is popped up for Giselle Brown, who smacks it down with authority. BOD would go on to win set 2. Maya Bartkoriak to Tarantino to Zinzi Montgomery for the kill. O'Dowd takes it 25-17. Moreau Catholic fights back in set 3. Diana Angeles bumps, Janica Bassa oversets, and Kibanov finishes for the point. But the Dragons were on their A-game in this one. Massanat makes a brilliant diving save. Evangelina Fayeta bumps it over to Sandoval, who gets the kill. Great hustle there. One more for Bishop O'Dowd. Cameron Johnson to Tarantino to Montgomery, and Zinzi puts it away as the Dragons win it in 3 straight sets, Sandoval and Montgomery leading the way.
The Harker School honors top athletes for their work in the classroom each week. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Cardinal Newman senior lineman Gabriel Bardis. Not only a beast on the field, but also a beast in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Harker football won its August 26 season opener against San Jose High in thrilling fashion. Down by 8 in the third, the Eagles brought the score to 14-all to send the game to overtime. Senior Aditya Galati scored the game-winning field goal. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Remember, if you weren't able to be at the game, we have entire game videos available for purchase on our website at 49erscalhighsports.com. Order the game, we'll send you a download, and you'll have it forever. Be sure to check us out on social media for lots of fun content, including videos, news updates, and lots more. We're at 49ers Cal High everywhere.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on when new videos are posted each week. We have videos going back several years, so go to our YouTube channel to find your highlights from the past.
Coming up, the CCS SunPower Electric game as Sarah meets Palo Alto.
And later, Evergreen Valley meets Silver Creek. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college. Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
My name is Gary Reiches, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of the Reiches Center for Human Enhancement. Anyone can come regardless of their ability to pay and perform, and anyone is as important as anyone could possibly be. The staff here are the thing. So it's not me, and it's not the facility. The staff is what implements those values and helps the people make progress. So as a service organization that's trying to help someone accomplish their goals, I couldn't be prouder of what we're doing.
Two top CCS teams, Palo Alto and Sarah, both had their games postponed last week.
So both are starting their seasons this week. It's our CCS SunPower Electric game, and our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
We are now in week 2 of the high school football season, but for the Sarah Padres, it's week 1. Their season opener against Pittsburgh got canceled last week due to the smoke. Here at Palo Alto High School, they'll look to get the job done on the road. And leading the charge for this Padres squad is Hassan Mahassan. This senior running back is a 3-star recruit and has received multiple offers from D1 schools all across the country. Definitely a player to watch out for in this one. On the other end, the Vikings will look to bounce back from a 28-7 loss they took in the hands of St. Ignatius last week. Danny Peters will look to lead the Vikings to their first victory of the season. Last week, he threw for 183 yards with 1 touchdown. It's the Sarah Padres taking on the Palo Alto Vikings in this week's CCS SunPower Electric game. Early in the first quarter, Padres on the move, but the Vikings D looks to set the tone early as Toby Lau and Sawyer McFarland are there for the sack. Very next play, Dominique Lampkin connects with Jabari Mann on the screen pass, and look at the sophomore go. Weaves his way through traffic and takes it in for a Sarah touchdown. Padres tacked on another touchdown on their next drive to make it 14-zip. The Vikings would look to cut the Padres lead to half, but Sarah had other plans as Sione Lalia picks off the pass, and the senior's going to take it 26 yards the other way for the pick six. Padres now up 21-0. Jump to the second. Over 6 minutes left. Dominique Lampkin uncorks one deep down the field in the double coverage, and the missile. Hassan Mahassan comes away with a beautiful catch, breaks the tackle, and makes his way in for another Padres touchdown. 35-zip. One more touchdown before the half. Why not? Lampkin connects with Mahassan on the short pass, and the missile does the rest for 6. 3 touchdowns on the night for the senior. The Padres had a 41-0 lead in the fourth quarter, but the Vikings score 14 unanswered points to close out the ball game, including this touchdown pass from Danny Peters to Brody Simison. But the Padres get the job done on the road as they cruise past the Vikings, winning 41-14. Here's what Mahassan had to say on the victory.
The offense, we executed our plays very well and put points on the board. Sad we couldn't play last week, but it was good to get a win this week and get ready for next week.
Reporting from Palo Alto High School, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Courtney Tate here in Walnut Creek for some water polo action as the Carondelet Cougars host the Heritage Patriots. Here to start things out, Abby Roeder keeping it herself, nears the Heritage goal, lifts up, fires it in. Cougars have a 3-0 lead early. Now in the second, Patriots trying to put some points on the board. Sydney Flannery finds Liz Ferrazzo. Liz tips it in, scores now 5-1 Cougars. Still in the second, Roeder finds Aubrey Newton. Newton to Bryn Tully. Tully rockets it home. Cougars take a 7-2 lead. Carondelet trying to score one more time before the half. Alexa Stern takes a deep shot and it's good right under the crossbar at the buzzer. Cougars up 8-2 at the half, and Stern is happy about that one. Beautiful play by the sophomore. Now in the third, Patriots making a push. Katie Estes finds Amanda Muse. Muse lifts up, fires it to the left, scores the goal, cuts the lead to 3, and we have a game, guys. Carondelet with an 8-5 lead. Finally in the fourth, Cougars looking to put it away. Abby Roeder takes a shot right in the corner, sinks it in. One of her 6 goals on the night. Great game by the senior. Carondelet Cougars have their first win of the season, 14-6.
Coming up to San Jose for Evergreen Valley and Silver Creek.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for volleyball. Back to San Jose now for a Blossom Valley League matchup. The Silver Creek Raiders come at you with running back Matthias Jacob Legrande Carrillo, who ran for 117 yards and 7 carries in the Raiders' opening night win last week.
That's one guy?
That is one guy, 4 names.
4 names? He should have one name. Legrande.
That is a fantastic
name. That would
be
a great name. The Raiders meeting the Evergreen Cougars in the game played on Thursday night. To San Jose, where the Silver Creek Raiders host the Evergreen Valley Cougars in their home opener. First possession, here's that guy, Matthias Jacob Legrande Carrillo, taking it up the sidelines for the touchdown. 6-0 Silver Creek Raiders. Still in the first, quarterback Derek Taylor keeps the ball, running behind his lineman, going untouched up the sideline for the touchdown, and the Raiders have a 12-0 lead. The Cougars trying to get something going here, but the throw is intercepted by defensive back Jeremiah Laxon. He tries to take it back, but is tackled just short of the goal line. Silver Creek taking advantage of the interception as Taylor throws the pass to Iososa Amos, who will not be denied, shaking off the defender and in for the touchdown. Still in the first, the Raiders do not take their foot off the gas as Taylor hands it off to Carrillo. He plows his way in, 26-0. Evergreen Valley trying to put some points on the board before the half. It's a handoff to Samuel Littlejohn running up the right sideline. No defenders in sight. He will not be denied. Gets it in for the touchdown, and the Cougars get their first points on the board. The Raiders keep the momentum going as Andre Cardenas takes the handoff, goes untouched to give Silver Creek another touchdown. It's 47-7 at the half. Late in the third now, Evergreen desperate for a score, but one more time it's picked off Trajan Sinatra as he takes it all the way to the house, the chairman of the board. Sinatra doing it as the Raiders with a big win. 54-6 was the final.
A battle in Belmont Friday night. Carlmont hosting Terra Nova. Allie Williams with the highlights. Halfway through the first quarter, Dominic Gordon fires to Nathaniel Bendo, and he speeds down the line, weaves through the defense, and is finally dragged down within the 10. Tigers punch it right in. Dominic Gordon hands off to Miles Palmer for the score. Carlmont responds in their next possession and gets downfield in a hurry thanks to the wheels on Luke Nessel. He breaks away from the pack and flies downfield. Corey O'Brien finally brings Nessel down, but his 60-yard run puts the Scots in great field position for Jack Weisinger to hit John Hanna, and Hanna hustles it in, sliding just in bounds to bring Carlmont within 1. Second quarter, and it's Miles Palmer again, takes the handoff, finds an opening, and scores. Tigers up 14-6 at half. Third quarter, and Jack Weisinger looks and launches right into the arms of Ivan Coronel, a 41-yard touchdown for the Scots, and is now 14-12. We go to the fourth, first possession of the quarter, and this time Dominic Gordon scans and unloads. Mason Minnie is ready for it. Tigers extend their lead to 21-12. But Carlmont not done yet. Final minute of the game, and Weisinger, 3 pass TDs for the QB, and this time he connects with Sean Nguyen. Scots trail by just 2. They go for the onside kick, and it hits the ground, and so does everyone else. The Scots succeed in recovering the short kick and have a chance with seconds to go. Carlmont tries to create an opening, and the throw goes downfield, but Corey O'Brien snags it for the interception. A tough game till the very end, and the Tigers come out on top 21-19.
Each week this season, Moreau West Credit Union brings us athletes giving credit to the people who have made their success happen.
Here's Marcus Washington from Valley Christian.
I give credit to Ms. Gill, my Reese teacher. I wouldn't pass freshman year without her. She always on me, and I'm just blessed to have her in my life to just help me with my homework.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we bring you the Be Happy Play.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to Gabe Mancuso from Willow, Glen, who tips the ball in the air and makes the interception. A great play, and he was very happy about it. Gabe Mancuso from Willow, Glen with this week's Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. I think it's going to be this play, but you're going to have to wait to find out.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Lex from the Rikus Center, and today's training tip is the single leg RDL. Great for balance and stability. Focus on your hamstrings. You're going to go ahead and balance on your single leg. Hinge at your hip. With your opposite arm, you're going to reach towards the foot on your floor. Core tight. You're going to use your glutes to pull yourself back up. And you do the same thing on the other side. If you want to make the exercise easier, you're going to go ahead and put down a disc or a towel. And we can go ahead and put our foot that's down on the disc, and now you have 2 balance points. Form stays the same.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week award, all of the winners vying for the Play of the Year and the coveted championship belt.
We'll show you some contenders and then name this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start off with Willow Glen's Gabe Mancuso tipping the pass and coming down with the pick. Now we go to prospect for Holden Trader, making the catch. Now watch him stay in bounds, juke a defender, and waltzes his way for 6. But the Play of the Week goes to Tanner Salisbury from San Ramon Valley. Tanner maintains his balance, jukes a defender, and dives into the pylon for a touchdown. One more time, Tanner Salisbury, you just won Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there. Highlights from the big Pittsburgh-Folsom game coming up next on 49ers Sac High Sports right after this break.